A little Boxing Day get together down at the river. Gonna have a fire, do some skating, play with the kids. All the neighbors get together and we celebrate the end of another season. Oh, ha! I've added some extra width to the goalposts here. Ah! Take that. Oh, old man still got moves.
Did you charge it?
Yeah, she's coming. But then, oh, I'm surprised she hasn't seen it.
Nope.
Good girl.
What's going on, you bunch of northerners?
Good job, Brandon.
Very fun, eh?
They still are, I just saw dogs, so they're still full of.
Fine, I'll eat it.
Did you? You ate the dog's marshmallow? Jeez.
The dog didn't eat it. Easier to pick up in the morning.
Hey, 3-second rule. Hey?
It was 5, but it's okay.
I was giving you a benefit of the doubt.
Hey guys, it is December 27th, Grandma Marion's birthday. My grandmother, she passed away 18 years ago. Yeah, it doesn't seem like that long, but it was because Hannah was a baby. And so if I had a beer, I should have cracked a beer and said cheers to Grandma. Today, I'm just going to give you guys a quick breakdown because it is the end of the year and I'm sitting here doing my bookkeeping for Unfrequented World. And I want to just talk with you guys a little bit about, I know a lot of you guys know what goes into making a channel like this and the equipment that's needed and travel and things like that. I just want to talk some numbers with you guys because behind me is just a slew, some of the equipment that we use, the lenses, the cameras, scopes, tripods, all this stuff. We got our big lens over here that we, the 300 2.8. Other lenses and bags and things down there. There's a lot of gear and stuff that goes into running and maintaining a channel like this. And for the first time in 10 years, I'm actually going to report a loss when I do my tax information for this channel. And that's not a bad thing, guys. 9 years in a row, we've always been in the green. It might only be $4,000 or $5,000 at the end of the season, but I've always reported that as income, and maybe I should have wrote off more stuff because I didn't always write off the mileage and things on the vehicles. And now from the 2024 season going forward, I'm doing that because I think we write off 50 cents a kilometer, something like that. So even if I only make $3 a video on YouTube, it then becomes more worth it for me to write off 10% of my home office, which is where we're sitting right now at the editing station, and all the new gear that we buy. The camcorder broke last year. We updated the drone. We bought an action camera for the first time in 5 years. All kinds of little things. New metal detecting equipment last year. We spent $2,500 on the best MindLab Manicore machine that we could get, right? With the coil and everything, it was $2,400. So when I look at my numbers, we are actually in the red. And that's the first time in 10 years, but that's okay because I know moving forward, a lot of the stuff we bought this year is going to be used for years to come. The two big expenses that put us big time in the red this last year were the 300 lens, the 300 2.8 Sony lens was $9,000. But I do other jobs outside of the YouTube, which I use the camera gear for. I made over $6,000 outside of YouTube doing jobs. I'm the photographer for the physician education group at the hospital. I do jobs for them. And I volunteer and do things for, the kids volleyball teams and whatever. I do a lot of stuff. Sometimes they pay me a little bit, sometimes they don't. That's part of being a dad. But if you've got the gear, it's expected of you. So for the first time ever, we're going to be like $10,000 to the red. But that's okay. Like I say, every year before this, we've been between $4,000 and $6,000 to the green. So nobody's going to come knocking on a door. They're not going to shut us down. I am committing to doing this for another year simply because it's not about, this isn't a business to make money. Gary does this just to keep himself busy in his spare time, as you know. I can't talk about myself in the third person if I'm not doing YouTube, right? I just wanted to give you guys a number. I went back and counted 193 videos we made last season. That was for both channels, the Bigfoot of Gary channel and this channel. And unfortunately, I have a little bit of bad news about the Metal Detecting Lost Treasures channel. I don't think we're going to upload anything to that anymore because I didn't put season 8 on that channel. We made 28 videos for the Metal Detecting channel, but I put them on Unfrequented World because people actually watch them on this channel where we have 28,000 subscribers. On the other channel, we have 1,200 subscribers and nobody watches the videos. So because I didn't upload them yet, my plan was to upload them starting now in January and do last season, January, February, March, every 2 or 3 days, put up a video and keep that channel updated. Well, YouTube has removed my monetization for that channel because we didn't have enough view hours. So I don't know how they think that helps anybody. You work hard to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 view hours is what you need to become monetized. We worked very hard for over a year to get that on that channel. And because I didn't post enough videos last year on the channel, they demonetized it, and you can still put videos up there, but I might as well just throw them on Unfrequented World, and we'll run our metal detecting within the Unfrequented World video series, the other photography stuff and travel and camping and fishing and paranormal and on and on and on and all the stuff we do, right? So we'll just keep them here. The Bigfooter stuff we're going to keep separate because everyone at work and my professional life thinks I'm crazy if they find that channel. So Gary separated that channel. 193 videos, and I figure this is probably a low estimate. On average, it takes me 3 hours to do a video for you guys. It's probably more than that because when we go out and we do metal detecting, that's a full day adventure. That's 8 hours of recording. And then I have to come home and do 3 or 4 hours of editing. And by the time you spend an hour uploading and scheduling it, those videos. So I'm saying 3 hours average, but it's probably more than that. And if we use the 3 hour average, that means I did 579 hours or 14 and a half 40-hour work weeks doing this hobby channel last year. I usually try to remember to give you guys the number of kilometers that we drove for all of our adventures. And this year was the highest kilometers ever in a single season, 5,635 kilometers between all of the metal detecting, the photography, the camping, the fishing. And that's not including the trips that we do when we go out of country, like we did our Ireland series this year, which was like a 6 or 7 part series that I did. That's not including any of that. So this is just our driving for everyday adventures around here. Whatever it may have been, those are all truck kilometers. 5,635. So every 3 days or so, you guys get a video. So I just wanted to share the numbers with you guys and talk about that I am committing to doing another year of adventures. I have all kinds of stuff planned for metal detecting, camping. We're going to do some fishing stuff this year. Of course, all the paranormal stuff that we're into. The next video I make is going to be, I can give you guys a little preview, a video. Something strange happened. We're going to do a paranormal video. The other night I was watching YouTube, and in my list of videos that it propagates and thinks that you want to watch came this video of a guy repairing a watch. And guys, I'm not one to sit here and watch somebody repair a watch video for an hour. But I did exactly that. It was interesting. He repaired a $7,000 chrono something 1960s watch. And I watched him take every screw and oil it, take the thing right down and rebuild it all. And it was kind of interesting. And that reminded me that my mom gave me my stepdad's watch. And I have it in a drawer in there, and I have never even looked at it since she gave it to me. And I thought, why have I not taken this in? It's a 1973 AccuQuartz Bulova gold, 10 karat gold watch. It's pretty dinged up and scratched and everything. But when I saw this guy repair that old watch and put a new crystal cover on it, I thought that would be amazing to get my stepdad's watch, get it working. It might cost me $200 or $300. I don't know. Do we even have anybody qualified in town here that I trust to do this? I don't know. But I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to look into doing it. And I want to do a paranormal session on Dave, my stepdad, and see what he thinks about that. If he has anything to say, and we'll show his watch, we'll hold the watch, and we'll see if we can get a connection that way. And because Dave has been trying to come through in a lot of the video sessions that I've done at the end of the year here, November and December, anytime I've done a session, it has said Dave's name. So we're going to dedicate a video just to Dave and his watch and get his thoughts if he has any other messages. He had messages for my mom in the summer when we were out at Grant's. It said my mom's name and a few things talking about watching her do the dishes and some just stuff like that. Yeah. Talked about their cat. So yeah, you guys know that I find this stuff mind-blowing. I'm trying not to make a video until January. I told myself I was going to take 2 weeks off. Here I am filming today and doing bookkeeping for the channel. So that's where we're headed, and I'm committing to you guys another year of adventures. So hey, let's do this. But before I let you guys go, actually, I want to thank all of you guys, because it's not YouTube that makes this profitable to me, because it's not about a monetary gain. It's about the gain in community and what I gain from you guys in sharing stories and experiences. And I eventually want to maybe expand this to travel, right? I'm down in the States all the time. A lot of you guys live in the States, right? If any of you guys are out detecting and have anywhere that Gary can come down and stay for a week in a trailer and visit you and go detecting, I think I want to do that. I'm leery that there are some crazy people out there. Most of you guys I trust. I'm just looking for adventure. I want to meet new people. The older I get, that's the spice of life. That's what keeps me interested, is meeting people, sharing adventures with people, and doing things that take me out of my comfort zone. And going and staying in somebody's trailer for a week in Arizona, maybe in the summer, might be really out of my comfort zone. But my brother-in-law lives down there. He has a place. He's building a new place. I can go stay down there. I know the laws are strict in Arizona for metal detecting, but you know what? Nobody ever sees people out in the bush or on the trails. It's the same up here, right? And what would they ever cause a fuss? I don't know. We're not finding treasure per se. We're not finding gold coins. We're finding old rusty horse buckles and spurs and things like that. Things that we find interesting, us history aficionados, but most people wouldn't call that treasure, and it's not actually classified as treasure. You know, it is what it is. To me, it's treasure. And I know some of you guys watching it, you really enjoy the old Voyager stuff. That's my cup of tea right there, is to track down the 350-year-old Voyager that is around these parts. Fortunately, I live within hundreds of meters of where this stuff took place, guys. And I bring videos to you that you won't find any other Canadians showing you the stuff that I find. Why the channel couldn't take off, even when we made it its own metal detecting channel with just metal detecting videos, and it still couldn't take off, I don't know. So for the 1,000 of you that support me and the channel and what we do, a huge thank you to you guys, because you get it. And someday when I'm dead and gone and this channel takes off and everybody says, wow, look at the stuff this guy found, or 30 years from now when I can't, I'm too old to get out and do it, I will take pleasure and satisfaction in saying, hey, I made those adventures. So I just wanted to thank all of you guys one more time for a great 2024, and cheers. Have a beer, be somebody, as Grandma would say, for the next season, 2025.